out there, I would just like to state I'm not trying to be picky or rude with my word choosing right now. This video is for girls only, because we are going to be teaching girls witchcraft. So if you're a boy, I recommend you leave, but if you want to watch, go ahead. So, the first thing that we're going to do is teach you about altars and summonings. Now, you don't have to have an altar, you don't have to have a summoning, you don't have to have expensive stuff. It's all about the intention you have in making your witchcraft area or doing witchcraft. It's all about intention. I would also like to remind you to make your witchcraft in a calm and quiet space so you don't disturb any deities or spirits. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. I still don't know how to pronounce many words in the witchcraft pronunciation, so do not spam me in the comments about it or I will block you. I'm not trying to sound rude right now and I'm very sorry about that. But, yes. Now, one thing that we're going to want to do is make a pendulum. Do meditation. But the most key and important thing is do protection spells. I'll look up some common protection spells for beginners right now so that way I could give you a couple of ideas. Now, if you want certain information, you're gonna have to go to certain stamps of which I don't know, and I'm very sorry about that. So you might just want to skip a bunch of timestamps until you get the one that you want. So I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Protection spells for baby witches. Boom. No, I'm not saying that you're a baby. This is just a term we use as beginner witches in witchcraft. So there are 5 protection tricks I will be telling you. Number 1 is the salt protection. To do it, you're going to need to take a small bowl of salt, hold your hands over it and say something like, "Salt of earth, protect this space. Only good may enter this place." Put the bowl, here are 3 places you could place it. On your windowsill, by your door, or near your bed. These 3 places are key. Near your bed is to ward off any spirits that could be haunting you, any bad energies, or anything like that. The next protection also, alternative. Sprinkle a tiny line of salt at your doorway. If you have carpet in your room, I recommend you definitely do not do this, but if you have wooden or tile floors, you could do this. The reason why you should not do it with carpet is, you probably know this, you don't want to have to vacuum for hours if you put too much, and it could mess up your carpet and make your room stink. Why salt is used. Salt is traditionally believed to absorb negative energy. The next trick that we are going to be using is the simple candle protection spell. White candles are usually used for protection and cleansing. If you have a notebook with you, I recommend that you write that down right now, because that is a very important fact. How to do it. Step 1, light a white candle. Here's a also extra bonus fact. White candles can be used to replace any colored candle. Remember that, because it could help you later in the future. Step 1, light a white candle. Step 2, sit quietly and imagine a bright shield of light around you. Step 3. Say something like, light around me, strong and bright. Keep me safe both day and night. And let the candle burn for a few minutes. Always put the candles out safely. You don't want sparks to fly everywhere. You don't want to accidentally light anything in your room on fire. So just be careful with that. Do not use water. Water will only make the fire bigger and get sparks in more areas of your room. So do not do that. It is not a good idea. Because I really do not want you to light your room on fire. So just be careful with that, my fellow baby witches out there. The third protection spell we're going to be learning is the protection sachet. You can carry a little charm bag. Put these in a small pouch. Salt, rosemary, black pepper, a small stone. Hold the bag and say, guard and guide, protect my way, keep bad energy far away. Carry it in your backpack if you want to go to school or travel to any place in the world, anywhere that you're going. I recommend that you do this to keep protection around you, good energies. If you don't want that, then too bad for you. You could use any of these protection spells. I'm not saying that you have to use certain ones, but just a reminder, some protection spells can be stronger than others. Always state this and write it down in your notebook so that way you can remember that. Because I don't want y'all to think that one protection spell will work better than every single one of the others. That is one thing that you need to be careful with. It is specially known in this world that you are also going to need certain things for witchcraft. But here's a reminder. You do not need expensive things. You do not need beautiful things. You do not need glamorous things. It's all about the intent that you put into your witchcraft that makes it work better and makes it easier for you. That is the point of witchcraft. To charge your intent. You always need to do this before starting witchcraft, otherwise it might not go as well as planned. Just a slight reminder to always do this. If you want, you can add a bell in your room just for decoration. Fourth protection idea. This is one of the most powerful beginner techniques. It is called visualization shield. No tools would be needed, just a reminder. Write this down in your notebook. Here's also a gentle reminder. Always have a shadow notebook just so you can write down anything that you need. Close your eyes. Imagine a bubble of light around your body. See it blocking anything negative. Bad past, block it. Traumatic experiences, block it. We do not want anything to misguide you during your witchcraft journey because that will only make it harder to do witchcraft. Just a slight reminder. Repeat in your mind, I am safe, I am protected. You can do this anywhere. Now that is a good thing because you never know when you could need a protection spell. You never might know when you're in danger. So you could use this. This is one of the best techniques to use. Because you never know. You can need a protection spell at any moment in your life. So that's why I'm here teaching you this today for your own good. Because we are both on a journey. Because all of us are on a certain journey in this world of witchcraft to achieve different things. You could be a green witch, you could do Wicca, you could do divination, you could do quite literally anything that has witchcraft in it, but you're going to want to choose what type of witch you are and what type of witchcraft you're going to need to do. Charge it without your intent and do everything that you need to. Also, just a slight reminder, use witch talk And another reminder, do not believe everything you see on Witch Talk. That's not a good thing. This is the 5th protection trick. It is a very good one as well. It is called the mirror protection trick. Put a small mirror near your door or window. It could be in any shape. You could have any backing on it. Just put it near your window. That is the only rule. This is not the only rule to this spell, though. You're going to need to remember all the rules and write everything down in your notebook. Intention. The mirror reflects negative energy away. You could say, mirror bright, mirror clear, send bad energy away from here. And it should send all the bad energies away. That is a good thing. You do not want any bad energies in your calm space or in your space of reflection or calming moments. You do not need that to overwhelm you. You do not need anything, okay? You do not need any spirits to haunt you or be mad at you. Which is why we are here today, all together, in one little group, learning on our journey. Now, I'm going to tell you some very commonly, but still good to use spellbooks. The reason why I'm using online for this is because I could not always remember all the information, so please do not judge me for it. No. For baby witches. Boom. Time to tell you some good spell books, guys. This is a very amazing one. Okay. We're going to give you a lot of spell books today. Here's some very good spell books for baby witches, also known as beginners. These are popular because they explain things clearly and start with basics like protection, herbs, and simple spells. The Beginner Witch's Handbook by Leah Middleton. Very beginner friendly. This is a good thing if you want to learn. Always have this with you. If you cannot get this, you can use any of the other books that I'm mentioning. If you cannot get any of these, go to your local library and find some books on witchcraft. You could ask your local librarian if they have any. First of all, The Beginner Witch's Handbook by Leah Middleton is a very good one. It's very beginner friendly. It explains tools, herbs, and rituals, and it helps you build your own personal space step by step. It's a good recommendation because you never know when you could need a space to just relax or be alone. I highly recommend it. Just a reminder, again, you do not need to get any expensive materials or certain books. I will be saying this a lot in the video just to get it nailed in your head. I'm not saying you won't be able to remember it. We just want to make sure that you do remember it because it is not good to believe everything that you learn on online websites because you never know what it could be. If it's from an experienced practitioner, then it's a good thing. Good practitioners do actually know a lot about magic, and we're going to need that on our journey. The next book that I will be mentioning here is the Book of Practical Witchcraft by Pamela Ball. Great introduction to spells. Oops. Alright guys, we're just gonna replace that. Great introduction to spells, crystals, astrology, and tarot. Easy to read and organize it like a guidebook. It is good to have guidebooks such as the one here because guidebooks will obviously guide you. That is the one thing you need in your witchcraft journey. Guidance. Because you never know what can happen. You can need Athena to guide you, you can need your deity to guide you, you can need your god to guide you, you can need anybody to guide you. Just state that it needs to be a good person. Also, here's another tip. Do not believe in the devil. That will not help you. The third book we are going to be mentioning here is Buckland's Complete Book of Witchcraft by Raymond Buckland. One of the most famous witchcraft books. It's written like a course with lessons on spell work, rituals, herbs, and divination. Often recommended for serious beginners. If you're not very serious and you're still just getting the hang of it, I do not recommend it yet. But if you're serious, then get it. Witchcraft, a handbook of magic spells and potions. Simple spell book with easy beginner spells and magical basics. It's a very good book because we're going to need these magical basics and whatnot just here with us to help us learn in this magical journey. Also, here's a tip for my fellow baby witches out there. Start with 1 to 2 books, not a huge pile. Many beginners online say buying too many books at once can feel overwhelming when you're just starting out. Now we're going to be learning ways to make an altar. If you do not want an altar, I recommend you skip this part. Making an altar is one of the easiest and most personal things a beginner or a baby witch can do. An altar is a special space where you focus, meditate, or do small rituals. It doesn't have to be fancy at all. It could be a reminder of a loved one. It could be a protection area or whatever. It could honestly just be anything. Now, the one thing that you're going to need to remember is it does not need to be fancy, it does not need to be crazy or anything like that. It just needs to look nice. That is the main thing. That is the main thing that you need to remember. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's about the intention you put into making it and all the love and the time that you make. It is not about how it looks. It is about how beautiful it is and how much time it takes to make. And how you made it and what time you made it at and all these things. Your altar can be almost anywhere. It could be a small table, it could be on a shelf, it could be a desk corner, it could be a windowsill, a box you open when you need it. Many people keep it in their bedroom where it keeps calm and private. If you don't want it in your bedroom, this is a personal choice. You do not need it to be in your bedroom. Okay, guys? That is just a fellow reminder. So that way, you can just always remember this, because you never know what could happen during your witchcraft journey. You're going to need to remember all of this. You're going to need to write it down in your notebook. Because honestly, anything could happen. Anything. You could get hexed. You could get cursed. You could be blessed. You could be haunted. Anything can happen. You never know. Pay attention carefully. Two basic altar items. You could use a simple starter set, or you could just make it yourself. You don't need everything. Just start with what you have. Common items include a candle to give light, energy, and focus. Light is a good thing because you're going to need to see. Energy is a good thing because you're going to need it to stay awake. And focus is a good thing because you're going to need to study. You never know when you have a big test coming up. You never know when you just want to study some witchcraft. It's a good thing to know. Salt. Protection. This is one of the most amazing things to need. Protection is helpful because it will keep you safe. I do not want to repeat this over and over. So please write it in your shadow notebook. Also, a quiet reminder, a shadow notebook is an area where you can write all of your facts about witchcraft. It does not have to be facts for studying. It does not have to be facts about math. It could be facts. It has to be facts about witchcraft. Because you're gonna need it. Just trust me. If you honestly don't know where to start, if you find this video, I hope you do. You're lucky. Also, so you can need crystal or stone. You can use any crystal or any stone. Certain crystals and stone work better than others, though. It's for grounding energy. You're gonna need grounding energy to stay calm and grounded. You never know when you can need this. Always try to have this. Also, do not forget the herbs or plants. You need a connection to nature for witchcraft if you want to be a green witch or a general witch at all. Because witchcraft is mostly made and done in nature. Most rituals are done in nature. This is a fact that you will need. Small bowl of cup for water or offerings or to store anything that you need for like spells or witchcraft. Even a cool rock, leaf, or feather you found outside works. 3. Element altar setup. This is very popular for beginners. You do not have to do it if you don't want to. Earth, stone, plant, and soil. You can do anything with these 3 materials. Just use them wisely. If you want to, make sure to put your plants or seeds or whatever in your soil. Just have some decoration in your room. Air, feather, or incense. Incense are to clear any bad or negative energies in your room, because we do not want that in this space. That is just a gentle reminder. We will not have that here. These videos and this space is a calm area for all people to come and watch videos. It does not need judgment. It does not need people to be mean. It does not need haters. It is just a calm area to come and wind down after the day. Fire. The only thing that you're going to need is a candle. Because candles are fire. As you can see here, they have fire on them. Water. You're going to need a small bowl of water for this. Just to charge it with your energy, you can put certain crystals inside. You could charge it with rays of the moon or the sun to turn it into moon water, sun water. Add personal things. Altars are powerful because they are personal. This is the one thing that you're going to need to remember. You do not need to remember everything here. You mostly need to remember this. It is a special thing to know. You might include a favorite necklace, a drawing, a photo, a shower leaf, or a small statue. Anything that makes the place meaningful. It could be a picture of a loved one. It could be a picture of a special person. It could be a picture of a dead pet that you love very much. It could be anything. Okay. Cleanse the altar to take away all of the bad energies. You do not want that at your altar. No. It's a no-no. You do not need it. It is not good for you. Easy ways. You can wipe it down. You can light a candle, ring a bell, set a deep breath, and set your intention. This is why in this little bell that I made, I put a bell in my front door. You do not have to do this in real life. You can do this if you want to. You could say this space is calm and safe. Only positive energy is welcome here. 6. Hidden or travel altars. A shoebox altar. This is convenient if you need a small, not big altar. It's very convenient in certain times. Just a reminder, you do not need it. You could add it if you want to. You do not have to add everything in this video. A Minton altar. If you want a very tiny altar that's not too big and not too small at all. It could be as tiny as possible. A mint box is possibly the tiniest thing you could choose, either that or a pouch. It could be a small pouch of tools. Many beginners do this when they share a room. If you're in college and you have a roommate, if you share a room with your older or younger sibling, it could be sharing a room with anybody. Important. There is no correct altar. Some witches make huge decorated ones, while others keep just a candle and a stone. If you choose to keep it simple, you could do that. If you choose to make it huge and decorated and very glamorous and not simple, you could do that. Now I will be teaching you some beginner spells that you could need to learn. If you're just starting out with witchcraft, the beginner spells are usually simple, safe, and focused on intention. Many baby witches start with things like protection, calm, confidence, and good luck. You don't need fancy tools, just focus and a few simple items. 1. A calm and peace spell. Good for when you feel stressed or overwhelmed. If you have a big test coming up, if you're going to move out soon, it could be anything. If you're sad because you just lost a pet or loved one, it could be anything. And trust me, it has to be something with a good intention, otherwise it might not work out as well as planned. You might summon an angry spirit. We do not want that. You need a white candle in a quiet space. This quiet space could be your bedroom, it could be your living room, it could be your kitchen, it could be anywhere quiet, especially in your house or living space. Step 1, light the candle. To get some good intentions, light an extra space to... Why did my world just flicker? An extra, like, intentions. You never know. And step 2, you're going to want to close your eyes and take a few breaths. Close your eyes, think of something that makes you happy. Think of a good memory, think of a happy memory. Think of something that makes you feel calm and at peace. Take a few deep breaths. Focus on keeping your feet touched to the ground to ground yourself. To keep yourself in the world that you are in your head. Because your head can take you to a bajillion different places. One moment you could be thinking about math, you could be studying. The next moment you could be in a different universe. Anything could happen in your head. And anything can happen in real life. You just need to be careful so that way certain anythings do not happen. Step 3. Imagine a calm light filling the room. It could be lavender shade. It could be... It could be blue shade, light blue. It could be purple. It could be any color you want. 4. You must say this to do this spell. You cannot choose to say it. You will have to say it. It is the rule. Peace within and peace around. Calm and quiet now be found. Let the candle burn for a few minutes and then safely put it out. A gentle reminder, you could use baking soda to snuff out the flames, Or you could use the lid to your candle. You could use either one. Do not use water because that would send sparks everywhere and it could light something on your room in fire. In your room on fire. Step 2. Oh, no. Spell 2, sorry. A good luck charm. This is a simple charm you can carry. You need a small stone or crystal. Your hands. Now, I'm sorry if you don't have your hands. I'm very sorry about that. But you can also use your feet or any other thing that you use in your hands as a substitute. If it doesn't work as planned, that is my fault. I do not know very much. Since I do know a lot. I've been studying this for a while, but I don't know enough to be able to teach you every single basic thing. Step 1. Hold the stone in both hands or feet or knees or shoulders. It could be anything. Think about something you want to go well. Say, this is not a choice. You will actually have to say it as well. Little stone, here I plead, bring good luck and luck to me. You need this. Because there is no debate. You need to use this if you want good luck. Trust me. Just trust me. I've done a lot of research. I've done careful and specific research. 3. A protection spell. I've already taught you this, so... But this is a different one. It's kind of the same. But anyways, one of the most common beginner spells. You need a pinch of salt. Hold the salt in your hand. Imagine a bright shield of light around you. Say. This is not a choice. You will have to say it to do this spell. Salt of earth, guard and keep. Protect me strong, protect me deep. You will want to be protected later in life. You never know what could happen. Anything could happen. Quite literally, anything. You could graduate into a good college. You could visit family. A family member or loved one can die. We do not want that to happen. So be careful with the spells that you choose. Certain spells will hex other people. Do not use them. They're not for beginners. Trust me when I say this. I tried it and it did not go well. The spell backfired and I hexed myself instead. I figured out a way to delete the hex. You will want to do that if you accidentally hex yourself, because a hex is not good. And just another thing, witchcraft does not have to run in your family. Witchcraft does not have to run in your generation. It does not have to run in the area that you're in. If you want to do it, then do it. It is your choice. Whether you want to do witchcraft or not. Nobody can tell you what type of witch you are. Nobody can tell you what type of witchcraft you have to do. That is your choice. Because it is a special talent to be able to know how to do witchcraft. That is the one good thing that we know. Specifically speaking, be careful with what spells you choose. You might accidentally put a bad luck charm on somebody. You might accidentally hex somebody. You might accidentally put a love spell on somebody. We do not want this to happen. If you do not want to set certain spells, choose certain spells that you want to say and set them if you can. You need certain materials for certain spells. Always remember, I will repeat this a lot in this video. Nobody can choose what witch you are. I will be saying this a lot because it is a reminder. Nobody can choose what witch you are. Nobody can choose what you can be. Nobody can choose what your future is. That is your choice because it is your life, not theirs. If you want them to choose your future, then let them. But most likely don't, because it might not go out well. You never know. They could force you to be a doctor. They could force you to be a crystal witch. They could force you to be anything they want you. So I recommend you do not let anybody you do not know or you do not want to choose, or you do not know very well, to choose your future. It will not go out well. Trust me when I say this. Because if it doesn't go out well, it will go out bad. We do not need that. Trust me here when I say this. I have been looking up beginner spells and a bunch of stuff for a long time. So trust me when I say it is hard to do certain spells. You do not know what can happen. You do not know what can happen. Anything can happen while doing a spell. It could backfire. It could go wrong. You could do the wrong spell by accident. Anything can happen. We do not need that. Because I set very good intentions here. And I do not want anybody to be harmed. I do not want anybody to have any random angry spirit possessing their house, like Athena or something. We do not want Athena to get angry. Because that is not good. Ahem. Reminder to all beginner witches. Do not get expensive items if you do not need it. Trust me when I say this. If you want expensive items, then go ahead. Be my guest. But you do not need it. Some of them might not work and you could have just wasted money. You never know what can happen in life. Literally, you could buy a wand, but then the shipment could go out and it might not give you the wand. And you might have just lost a bunch of money. Please, just please, do not waste your money on expensive things. It is not going to help you. Trust me. It will only make your life worse because you will realize that you will have wasted money on something that you would not have needed. So please, do not waste your money. Do not waste your well-saved money. Please. I take this seriously, and I am not kidding when I say if you waste your money, it will not go out good. You could have wasted your entire college tuition. Just please, do not waste it. I am very serious. You literally could tell by the tone of my voice. You can literally hear the seriousness in my voice. I am very serious right now. I am not angry. I am not judging. I am just stating, do not waste your money. Because it would not help you. Please, do not waste it. It will only be a waste of space and time. We do not need it. Believe me when I say this. Because if you waste your money on a random spell, it could have been your college tuition, it could have been your tax fee. We do not know. I do not know. Just please, don't waste it. Please. Okay? Like, I seriously don't want that for you. Don't waste your money. Don't. That is not going to help you. I will be saying this a lot because I mean it. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I am not kidding. Please, just please, don't waste your money. Please. Seriously, like, I'm not kidding. Don't waste it. It will not only go bad, it will be a waste of space and time looking for a certain thing that you needed, but never got, or never want, or never needed. So believe me when I say, do not waste your money. It will most likely just be a waste of space and time. I am trying to help you here. Please, please don't waste your money. I'm literally doing this for your own good. Because I take witchcraft and teaching beginner witches and people very seriously. It is one of my favorite things to do. As you can see here, this is our little area that I made. Look at that. Just a reminder. Here is a sleep spell to help create a calm bedtime mood. I seriously need this because lately I've just been staying up watching TV because I couldn't sleep. So this could be helpful. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to find this. I have known sleep spells for a while. I've just been scared to try them because I never know. I could be put into eternal sleep. You need a small pillow or a stuffed animal. Step 1. Hold it close to create a nice, calm surrounding. Literally, you hold it to your chest. Hold it to your chest because it will supply you with grounding and good sleep. Take slow breaths to calm down. Trust me when I say this. It will not help you if you don't do this, because you will stay awake, and I don't want that for you. Okay? Believe me when I say this. Believe me when I say this. Like, I am doing this really right now. No, I'm gonna play some nice relaxing music. Some nice relaxing Minecraft music. Oh yes, I love this one. This is always a good one. But I don't play it a lot because it sounds honestly kind of creepy. We're just gonna be looking for discs for now. we are obviously gonna... Yeah, this is a good one. I found the perfect one. I would like to remind you, many spells in the witchcraft journey will need you to burn things. If you do not need to want to burn things, if you do not need to burn things, if you do not have fire to burn things, I recommend you do not use those spells. Because that will not only provide you with a bad idea of which beginner spells to do. Fire spells are very hard. Certain ones are easier than others. Be careful with which ones you choose. You could be choosing a random fire spell for, I don't know, deleting a hex that you put on somebody. Like, I really don't know. It could be for anything. So believe me when I say, be careful with what spells you choose. Please. Please. It will provide you with good help to choose certain spells. If you choose a random spell that says delete a hex, do not use it. If you have not hexed somebody yet, you will not need to hex somebody. If you want to hex them, then hex them only for bad deeds they have done to you. Please don't hex them for a random reason. Trust me when I say this. They will not be happy if they know what witchcraft is. So I will be saying this a bunch of times. Do not hex anybody yet. It is not going to help you. It is in fact going to create a worse situation for you. Believe me when I say this. That was once me, and I was not happy at all. Because I realized that I hexed somebody and I couldn't take off the hex. Guys, I will make a part 2. I hope you had a great time watching this video. Bye. Have a great rest of your night or day. My fellow girly pops. Bye.